The retina is the innermost, light-sensitive layer of tissue of the eye of most vertebrates and some mollusks. The optics of the eye create a focused two-dimensional image of the visual world on the retina, which then processes that image within the retina and sends nerve impulses along the optic nerve to the visual cortex to create visual perception. The retina serves a function which is in many ways analogous to that of the film or image sensor in a camera. The neural retina consists of several layers of neurons interconnected by synapses and is supported by an outer layer of pigmented epithelial cells. The primary light-sensing cells in the retina are the photoreceptor cells, which are of two types, rods and cones. Rods function mainly in dim light and provide monochromatic vision. Cones function in well-lit conditions and are responsible for the perception of color through the use of a range of opsins, as well as high-acuity vision used for tasks such as reading. A third type of light-sensing cell, the photosensitive ganglion cell, is important for entrainment of circadian rhythms and reflexive responses such as the pupillary light reflex. Light striking the retina initiates a cascade of chemical and electrical events that ultimately trigger nerve impulses that are sent to various visual centers of the brain through the fibers of the optic nerve. Neural signals from the rods and cones undergo processing by other neurons, whose output takes the form of action potentials and retinal ganglion cells whose axons form the optic nerve. Several important features of visual perception can be traced to the retinal encoding and processing of light. In vertebrate embryonic development, the retina and the optic nerve originate as outgrowths of the developing brain, specifically the embryonic diencephalon. Thus, the retina is considered part of the central nervous system and is actually brain tissue. It is the only part of the CNS that can be visualized non-invasively. Much like the rest of the brain is isolated from the vascular system via the blood-brain barrier, the retina is similarly protected by the blood-retinal barrier.